We were the third country after Turkey and Romania to recognize Azerbaijan. In 1992, we established our mission there. And in 2017, we had our first Silver Jubilee. It's not only tradition, it's not only, the relationship is not only embedded in history, in our culture, but also the closeness between our leadership, the cordial relations between the two countries stem from the strategic partnership which we have with Azerbaijan and its leadership. We consider Azerbaijan and Turkey as part of one big family. With these 4 words, I would come straight to the topic. Now, whenever we look at great leaders, there is always something in common between them. And how do we find it? We study their biographies. We read their quotations and sayings. And from what I have read, I can say that both His Excellency Heydar Aliyev and founder of the nation, Mr. Jinnah, were visionary leaders. They had the foresight. Both of them had the confidence to steer the nation towards the path of progress and prosperity. As Qaid-e-Azam once said, that failure is a word unknown to me. At another point he said that I don't believe in taking the right decision. I take a decision and make it right. That was the kind of self-confidence that we see in great leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, similarly, if you look at His Excellency, the President of Azerbaijan, the founder of Azerbaijan, Mr. Heydar Aliyev, we see that he laid a solid foundation for his nation. He was different from all other leaders of his time. His emphasis was on development of science and technology for his people. And today, because of his foresighted policies, we see that even the small schools, colleges, not to talk about the universities in Azerbaijan, they are fully digitalized. They use the latest equipment, the latest techniques, the latest principles of information technology in the teaching. And that is all due to the policies of the founder of Azerbaijan. Today, when you land at Baku airport, you meet a young guy, 28 years old, 29 years old, he's a CEO of some big tech company. Because he got the best of education, he got the best of exposure. The government gave them all the resources which were needed to groom him and to make them self-confident enough to meet the challenges of 21st century. And that is because of the vision of one leader. Ladies and gentlemen, similarly, one other thing which really stands out as a similarity between the two leaders is their emphasis on education of women. I here quote a saying from Mr. Jinnah that no nation can ever be worthy of its existence that cannot take its women along with the men. No struggle can ever succeed without women participating side by side with men. There are two powers in the world. One is the sword and one is the pen. There is a great competition and rivalry between the two, but there is a third power, stronger than both, and that is of the women. At another point he said that no nation can rise to the height of glory unless your women are side by side with you. So women in our country make up 50%, more than 50% of the population. In order for a nation to progress and prosper, it is of utmost importance that you equip your women with the same educational standards, with the same level of exposure to science and technology as you are giving to your boys. And this is what Azerbaijan did, following the philosophy of Excellency Heydar Aliyev. Another important similarity is that both believed in their roots, the glory of Islam, Islamic principles, because we all know that the first word which was taught to Prophet, may peace be upon him, was Iqra, which means read. The Prophet, may peace be upon him, at that time, 1400 years back, he said that even if you have to go to China to gain knowledge, to seek knowledge, please go. At that time, and even now, China is not a Muslim country. So what knowledge the Prophet was talking about, may peace be upon him, it was the worldly knowledge. It was the knowledge of science and technology, of the latest specializations of the time. And he wanted Muslims to gain that knowledge, to be abreast of other nations, to be able to compete in this world. And Qa'id M.A.Jinnah, realizing the importance of education and its relevance with our religion, he at various points said that Pakistan not only means freedom and independence, but the Muslim ideology which has to be preserved, which has come to us as a precious gift and treasure, and which we hope others will share with us. Then he says that democracy is in the blood of Muslims, who look upon complete equality of mankind and believe in fraternity, equality, and liberty. Islam expects every Muslim to do this duty. And if we realize our responsibility, time will come soon when we shall justify ourselves worthy of our glorious past. So even as a Muslim, it is our responsibility to seek knowledge at all ages. Even if we are 10 or we are 70, we have to seek knowledge, because that is what is going to make our future glorious, prosperous, and give us a respectable place in the comity of nations. Lastly, let me end my short discourse by quoting a saying from M.A.Jinnah, that my message to you all is of hope, courage, and confidence. Let us mobilize all our resources in a systematic and organized way and tackle the grave issues that confront us with grim determination and discipline worthy of a great nation. Thank you very much.